the fuck's going on? It's another episode of Choice Nugs Only. So again, if you've been liking the show, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share. Visit ittybittypodcast.com to access every episode of both this show and the Itty Bitty Podcast completely free. Don't forget, we also have the Hotbox hotline, so call in, tell us what you're smoking on, listening to, watching, anything. Call us out on the show, 702-907-TOKE. Grab your joints, your gravity bongs, whatever you're smoking on. Get ready to tune in, smoke out for another episode of Choice Nugs Only. We don't really have an intro. I already do the intro, so let's basically just get into another episode of the show, Choice Nugs Only.
Episode what?
What is it, 21?
Shit, let's drink.
20. Well, I'm smoking. I'm fucking. You were waiting for
you
that
said
shit.
21, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, that's not even like a notable achieve. It's just like one more. 20 is more impressive than 21. I feel like 30 would be a fucking. Popping a Mike's Hard Lemonade. What? That's what's popping too. Don't let him. Right. Don't let him think. Don't you let him.
Oh goddamn! It wasn't a Bush or something or a Keystone Light. It's a Mike's Mango, dude. I like mangoes.
I don't think there's any mango in that at all.
I don't care. It says mango. It doesn't taste like beer, and it's got a lot of alcohol. I'm happy.
It's probably high fructose corn syrup mostly.
Episode 22.
It's 21.
I know. But 22, 23, all the way to those are all more important. And so I will drink on every one of those episodes too.
You can do whatever you want because we should have video up and running by then.
That's going to be fucking amazing.
It'll be interesting.
I don't know how photogenic I am, but I think I'm sexy.
Just remember the camera adds 10 pounds, so you'll be good.
Remember that, people. God damn.
Fuck. Well, I'm Perry. I guess I should say that.
Oh, I'm Vince.
So anybody who's new to the show.
My cue.
Yeah, that's your cue.
Yeah.
And you're learning. I don't have to tell you this shit.
Thank you, Grasshopper.
So I wanted to talk to you about food because
you know I like food.
Yeah, so that was one of the things.
That makes sense.
My shit's like rubbing on.
Get comfortable, brother. It's okay. No mics up in this bitch.
No, it's just like rubbing on my shit. I can't feel like I'm hearing it in the background, but. So we went out to go see Jay and Silent Bob Reboot for the Reboot Roadshow. So we got the advance tickets. We got to see it with Jay and Silent Bob. They did like a Q&A after, so it was dope. The movie was good.
You get to smoke with them?
No. I mean, I'm not. Some dude fucking yelled out because they did the Q&A, and some dude's like, "Can I smoke in here?" He's like, "I don't own the building." I was just like, what kind of a stupid-ass fucking question is that? Like,
it'd have been more
the rules
just
of
pull
Washington.
Out your vape. Just pull your vape out, dude.
Right? If you just did that. Or do what I did at Wu-Tang and fucking light up a joint right before the opener.
Politely put shit down.
Yeah.
But no, go on. I'm sorry.
So it was dope. The movie was good. If you like the first one, you'll fucking love the reboot. It was just the same fucking movie, but made for 2019. So it was funny. It was fucking, it was cool. I liked it. But before we went to the movie, we went out to go get food, and there's not much. We went to, it was like the Neptune Theater in Seattle, and I don't go to Seattle much. I don't know like a lot of the restaurants and shit. But there was not that many options. Oh shit, there's a fucking train in the background and shit.
Dude, that was completely sound effects that we produced into this bitch.
Dude,
wow.
We'll just pretend like I rolled up to a stop sign and fucking I'm painting
this
you
is
a picture.
Him in Seattle.
Dude. I don't know if that'll even pick up on the mic, but it
did. I heard it.
It did come
through. I heard it completely.
Whatever. Who gives a shit, dude? This is Choice Nugs Only. Fucking. Anyway, so back
Seattle,
on
you don't know.
So we go to Seattle and we're looking to get some food. So there's not that many places near where the fucking
super dog, dude.
That shit just fucking.
Wait till the video comes on. They can understand this ugly ass little nigga. Yeah.
So we go to this restaurant. Was like, what the hell was it called? It was, I forget what it was called. Something social club, but it looked like it was like on the menu. It just looks like a pub. On the website, and then you go in and it's like Asian fusion. So
I think I've seen some on Facebook about that shit in Seattle.
Yeah, it wasn't. So I'm like looking on the menu. Good? Well, they didn't have. They had like ramen and shit. They had some stuff like that. Like I'm sure that stuff was all good, but They had a chicken katsu burger. So I was like, that sounds like it could be good. Like a chicken, basically chicken cat. It's basically like fried chicken. So it's like a.
So it's a glorified
Popeyes. But it's like a cutlet. Usually it's like chicken thigh. So like
boneless skin thigh, and then they fucking bread it.
Yeah, and so we both got that. Me and my wife both got that.
Fuck up number one.
Well, I mean,
when you're married, you always order different things just in case of fucking bail out.
Well, that's just what we both wanted. It sounded good, so we get it, and it's like cut in half, so it's like a bun with two fucking. Shit.
That was a good burp.
Yeah, with two patties like cut in half and shit. So when you peeled it open, it was like no chicken. There was barely any chicken in that shit. It was all breading.
The two of you.
I don't know what. Well, no, it was because it was a big, like it was a large piece of chicken cut in half on each sandwich. So you each had like two pieces of chicken on there, but that shit was like there was no chicken in it. It was just basically breading. There was like fat mixed in there and shit. It was just like I took one bite. My wife spit that shit out.
She's so gangster, dude.
She spit it out.
She gives no fucks, dude. I swear to God.
And so I ate it. I was like, I was trying to decide if I liked it. So
that's the fat dude.
It was crispy, super crispy. So they fried the fuck out of it, but they didn't put any seasoning in it. Like when you do your.
It's like being at the one white friend's house that watched BET one time, decided they could deep fry some chicken. Nigga didn't know to put some fucking seasons. Like, put some Johnnies in the flour, bitch.
Yeah, they didn't put any of that shit. So it was like so there was a bland taste mixed with like, so it was crunchy on the outside, and then the inside it was like there was no chicken in there. It was just like air. There was a little bit of chicken. And so we both took one bite, and
no, you ate yours.
No, I ate my one bite. I didn't eat the sandwich.
You
no,
didn't spit it out. All right.
I didn't spit it out. I ate the one bite. She spit her bite out. The waitress came over. Was like, we were nice about it. Amy was like, "This wasn't what I expected." And she looked at me and she was like, "Oh, and how about you?" I was like, "Yeah, I just didn't like it." I was just like, "Yeah, it's not good." So they took it back. I just got a burger. She got grilled cheese, and then they fucked up.
Amy went all the way safe with a grilled cheese.
And I was like, they can't fuck up a grilled cheese, and somehow they fucked up the grilled cheese too. Yeah, somehow they fucked.
I was gonna say, I see her fucking her thinking in that, bro. Bread and cheese.
Yeah,
well, then,
yeah, they put tomatoes in it, which is fine if you like it, but like. Nah. They left all like the middle parts of the tomatoes, which are all like fucking like the seeds and all.
Shit?
Yeah, so I could see that shit falling out, and I was like, "Yeah, this is gross." So it wasn't that good, and then we were almost late to the movie. So.
How's your boyga?
What?
Your boyga?
What the fuck's boyga?
A burger, nigga.
Oh, the burger was good.
Your boyga.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking. Well, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't like the best burger ever, but it was better than that fucking.
And how much did they charge?
It was like $40 for the burger,
for two
the grilled cheese,
2 fucked up plates and 2 bullshit plates.
Well, and I got a Caesar salad, and if you look on the main part of the Caesar, it says kale, but if you look where you add it, it just where it says add a side salad, it doesn't tell you that there's fucking kale in that shit. So it was just like a kale Caesar salad, which was nasty as fuck. So it was just like,
dude, 1 star.
Yeah, it was fucking gross. I wish I could remember the
name.
If
my name was Google and like you were doing a review of me, a 1 star, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so it was something social. It was in Seattle. It was gross. It was nasty. I would not recommend it. And then we went and watched the movie, and we had parked in like a suburban area, and she checked the sign. She drove, so she checked the sign. And it's fucking train, man.
No, we're back in Seattle. We're talking about where you're checking the sign. You're at the street. That's right. Goddamn, Barry, you got to run with this shit sometimes.
So I'm like, she parks the car, and I look up so she checks the sign, and she's like, "Can you just check the sign? Like, it's fucking confusing as fuck." So I go and I look, and I'm like, there's a sign on top and then a sign on the bottom, and half the signs are covered up in stickers. So I'm like, what the fuck? So one of the signs said like no parking 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. All right, we're back. Fuck.
Back in Seattle.
Yeah, fuck that stupid train that I hallucinated. So we're in Seattle, so we leave the show.
No, street signs. No
Oh
parking.
yeah, so I'm looking at the fucking street
Aren't you
signs.
glad I'm fucking here, dude?
Yeah, I was getting there. I mean, I was just gonna
I know,
circle
but-
back to it. It just was gonna take me a minute.
No worries. I was proud of myself for remembering because normally we both forget.
And you just smoked fucking some of this vaporizer. So
Yes, and I'm normally not high.
Pax Pen. We'll talk about the Pax Pen in a minute. I fucking hate that thing.
Me too.
So I'm reading the sign. There's one sign that says no parking 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. But then right under that it says 2-hour parking from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. But there's stickers all over and shit. So a lot of the signs were covered. And so we got there and I'm just like, what the fuck? And one sign was on top of the other. So it was just
It really
really
makes
confusing.
no sense. Yeah, roll the dice. Park.
I was just like, okay, so can we park here? So we parked there. And then we come back. She's got 2 tickets. So we're like, fuck, we have 2 tickets. So one of the tickets was for expired tags. Apparently she hasn't gotten her fucking tags renewed. So now we were like, it was one of those things that just completely forgot.
She's like, catch me riding dirty. Yeah.
So no, well now that's like the next thing we have to deal with. And so then they got us for parking in that, like, so yeah, you're not supposed to park there from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. without a permit. So I looked afterwards and I'm just like, fuck, it didn't even like register. You know, you just look at the sign. It's just like, well, what the fuck? Because the green sign was on the bottom.
Which one? Yeah, you're looking at the top or the bottom sign.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So I'm just like, all right, I don't know.
Lesson learned, dude.
And like the no permit part was covered up with stickers.
I would forward that shit to Jay and Silent Bob.
Right, I should.
Yeah,
I came in,
you know
got
what?
a
I
ticket.
showed up, I pulled up, and I got pulled over.
Paid a bunch of money for the ticket, and then I had to pay more for the thing. So yeah, but it was still fun. I mean, fucking whatever. It's just a
Except for the
ticket.
restaurant.
Well, yeah, that's chicken's katsu was disgusting. I've never had anything. It was just like crunchy and slimy at the same time. Like it was fucking gross
And unseasoned. God
and not
damn.
seasoned. It was just like bland meat. Yeah, it was not fucking good. I was not a fan of it. But yeah, we had a good time. It was like, we got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning and shit. And so it was a good night overall.
I need to find a good barbecue spot.
There's a couple decent places, but I mean, just make it yourself.
I do. I don't have my real smoker here. It's in California.
Just make one out of like, go to a junkyard and get like a half barrel. Just do it like.
That's what I have at home.
Just to get real
55 gallon
redneck
drum.
with it. So, fuck. I have a couple topics here.
I was gonna say, you totally just went into oblivion. Like,
No. We should talk about football after this weekend. So Patriots lost, Seahawks lost.
Raiders had a bye.
Did the Raiders lose too? I honestly don't know.
Okay, Raiders had a bye.
So the Raiders lost. Cool. And there's another fucking Patriots cheating scandal.
No, dude, they cleared it up already.
I know they did, but no, I mean, once you
You know
release
what?
the initial report, that's all you have to do, and then people are gonna
Yeah, no,
run
but
with it,
so
and
here's the
it's
thing.
like-
So they released a report to the Browns, but not to Cincinnati. So the Browns knew they were gonna have a filming crew there, but Cincinnati didn't. So when Cincinnati looked up, who I believe you guys are getting ready to play or something like that,
yeah,
all of a sudden the Patriots filming crew's right above where they got their play sheet calls, and
I mean,
but for them not knowing what it was, they're like, "What the fuck?" Nobody notified the Bengals. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
they said it
But
was
they
just
said
a
everything. But they said
miscommunication.
NFL's already reviewing the video
right?
and everything else.
Yeah, supposedly it was for the Do Your Job documentary or whatever, but
I didn't mean to actually catch them with that one. I just meant to wave them off. Sorry, baby.
so the other thing I wanted to talk about was fucking those bullshit refs calls. I mean, did you see any of that shit?
Oh, you know I'm waiting for this.
That
Come
was
on, Pete.
bullshit.
So look, the one.
I mean, that doesn't lose you the game.
The one
but
touchdown. No. It lost y'all the game.
It did. It was
That
bullshit.
one touchdown where they said he stepped out. He was not out.
He wasn't completely
Brother.
was not out of bounds.
But do you understand how many times all these plays have gone against other teams playing the Patriots?
That's bullshit. That's utter nonsense. Because I have to have this conversation at least once
Tuck
a year
rule.
about. Oh my god, the tuck rule. Jesus Christ.
That it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit, honestly.
But that was so many years ago. Like,
but
at this
it is
point,
still
it
what it
doesn't
is. We still had
matter.
replay back then.
I know, but that was like years ago.
To define who
thing.
goes to the Super Bowl. Yeah, who cares, right?
But that's a lot different too, because that play doesn't define that game.
That play did define that game.
It's a game
The
in
di-
the
the
snow.
difference-
It's a game in a blizzard. Anything
Dude,
can happen.
it was a 3-point game. Bro,
No.
look at the score. Look when that play happened.
You
Fourth
gotta
quarter.
get over that. You gotta get over that.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm gonna get over it about the same.
But
time
it
you
was
get over this.
bullshit. Then the Travis Kelce, clearly a fumble. He picks it up. They let every play out except for that play. Where he runs the ball back into the nobody's in front of him. Stephon Gilmore's running free to the end zone, and they call the
I
play
think
dead.
it's fair.
You think it's fair?
Just to fuck with you.
That's bullshit.
Honestly,
As
look,
a
I didn't
football
really.
fan,
I
that
didn't
was
watch the
fucking
whole
atrocious.
game. I didn't watch the whole game.
And then the no PI call, pass interference call on Philip Dorsett. The dude was like all over him, nowhere near looking
Was your
at the
house
ball.
a total wreck that day?
No, I don't really like. My dog died on the Super Bowl when the Patriots lost
shit!
to
I
the
thought
Eagles.
for some reason you said Glands.
Oh no, not Dexter.
Nigga. I was like, no.
No, my dog died like when the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl to the Eagles, and so
Same
like
day?
the same day. Yeah, it was a shitty ass day. So
like
like,
the
but ever
worst
since
day
then,
of
I was
your
just like,
fucking life.
it's football's like
Jesus Christ! How come we've never talked about this? That's got to be like the worst day of your fucking life.
I mean, it was pretty shitty, but it was he was in the hospital the whole weekend, so it was more of like we were just exhausted because
Did
we
you
had.
stay at the hospital with him, or did you go watch
No,
the game?
I mean we went. No, he was
so he
dead
died by
then.
himself.
No, we went. So we took him in Friday. I had to leave work early to go meet. We took him in Friday, and he was there all weekend. And he had like a tumor. So the
were you
doctor
there with him on Sunday?
we were driving to go there. They called us and was like,
From
your
the
dog's
game?
in cardiac arrest. And they were like, we were like just waking up. They called us before we even woke up, and they were like, your dog's going into cardiac arrest. And we had already told them not to resuscitate him. He's old as fuck. And so they basically had to put him down, and we had to drive there.
He had a DNR on his chest and shit. Do not resuscitate.
I mean, he was old. He was an old, big dog. And the surgery was, the lady's like, yeah, I swear they take advantage of you, though. Because, like, they take, when you're at your most vulnerable and shit, you're like, she's like, yeah, I had my dog, and it lasted a couple more months. We got a couple more months out of it. And it's like, okay, then we have to go through this all. Like, we weren't thinking clearly. It's like, then we have to go through this all over again. It's like, if it's just going to get him a couple of months, and it's like guaranteed that he's only going to get a couple months.
I
Like,
should just call Vince.
well, I didn't know you. You
But
put
if you
yourself
did-
in all these fucking scenarios that I didn't know you.
But if you did, 50 cents would have fixed your problem, bro.
What?
One time.
Oh,
Pain's
Jesus.
over. Everything's over.
Well, no, we should have just. I mean, we should have just not gone through the whole fucking
Spending hella money.
rigmarole.
Yeah.
Rigmarole. whatever
Vince
the
a
fuck's that word.
Redfern grows his ass. Just, I'll do it to my own
I
dog.
wasn't trying to like. Yeah, we should. Yeah. So that's why it was just like fuck. But by then, like, it was Super Bowl Sunday. We had already gone there in the morning and shit. He was already done, and so we had to just like figure out what we wanted to do with him and all that bullshit. But it was
And then go try to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, then we went and watched the Super Bowl.
Where
and
you
I
lost?
smoked what was it, a 10-gram joint at halftime. I have pictures somewhere. I smoked a 10-gram joint
That's pretty dope.
in honor of my dog. His name was Hayes. So it
Was
like
he dead by then?
Yeah, he was dead. He was
So
dead
you
like
think
in
it
the
was-
morning. He died like they called us at like 7
So
o'clock
do you
in the
think it
morning.
was him that caused the Patriots to lose in a weird way?
Maybe
Because
I
it was
mean,
his day, not Tom's.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe your dog trumped
but then they
Tom.
won the Super Bowl the next year, so
Okay, your dog didn't die the next year.
no,
That wouldn't be his day.
no, that's not.
But that day, maybe. Just maybe.
Did you hear about the dude who said what Lamar Jackson is so good because he's got dark skin and the ball blends in?
You know what,
That
man?
was pretty silly.
It was. I don't. You know what? I don't agree with Richard Sherman too much, but I agree with Richard Sherman on that.
I don't know. What did Richard Sherman say?
He made a fucking goddamn valid point, dude. Like, why would you fire him or try to suspend him and shit?
It's
Like,
just a silly thing to say. Like,
okay, look.
whether
You know what?
it's
I
true
was
or not,
listening to like fucking
it's
Stephen
just
A.
like-
Smith and Max
You have to
Kellerman,
know
all
that
them.
the shit's gonna come back and the blowback's gonna come back. That's the only reason. It's like
But when
maybe
you-
whether it's valid or not.
So I was watching First Take, and they were talking about it, and they were like, here's the thing. You cover these same quarterbacks and same, like, great receivers, running backs, linebackers every week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every week, there's you and how many other reporters covering them?
Right. So you got to get like the
You
exclusive
gotta have that
story
like
and-
that. Yeah, you gotta have that saying or that. Remember that boom shakalaka back in the day?
Yeah.
Remember that nigga said that shit? Like that was like, whoa, what did he say? Like, oh my god, shit wouldn't do a fucking goddamn video game.
Yeah.
1990 viral, or whatever you want to call it, right? Now look, flashboard. A dude was trying to come up with something, dude, and he really had nothing other than Lamar's a fucking baller.
Yeah.
But goddamn, hey, you know what? Hey, if anybody out here been listening long enough, nigga, they should know I'm the least racist person you ever find. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Dark ball, dark fucking jersey, and dark skin. I mean, I understand where his
I saw he came out with a white shirt.
who.
Lamar Jackson. He came out
Good.
wearing a
I mean,
white
Lamar
shirt.
Jackson's a
But
baller. And
somebody
it's not
said, I
taking
don't know
nothing
if it's
from him.
Somebody said he took it off at halftime. I don't know if that's
Taking
true or not.
nothing from him though, dude. I mean, Lamar's a fucking goon.
He's good. Do you think that's sustainable though?
Good.
As a running quarterback, he's gonna get hurt
Good.
at some point.
Did
He's-
you see
no,
him
he's-
put that fucking D end on skates from the
yeah,
Bills?
dude, he's fucking. I mean,
Dude,
he's a
he's
monster.
a joystick, dude.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking
But
like
he's
that
gonna
fucker's.
get hit. and-
He's gonna get hit, but he has the size to where he could probably take some hits.
I don't know. You take one to the knee.
Do you know how many times he's been doing that in college? I mean, it's not Robert Griffin III.
Yeah, but you can have a non-contact injury too.
100%.
From.
So can any running back.
Yeah, but quarterbacks are more valuable, I guess.
I don't know. To each his own.
But
I say play the game the way you play it, man, because that shit is fucking fun to
I mean, the
watch.
shelf life of most NFL players these days is not that long.
10 years.
Unless you're Tom Brady. But
Well, yeah, and you drink virgin blood from little kids. Yeah, because we all know
I feel like that
happens.
could be considered slander. It's a good thing nobody of any importance will ever hear this.
Either that or it can be considered fucking truth. And we can open up a goddamn investigation
That's what you. So
to him, Tom
you're
Cruise,
saying fuck.
Kraft.
You're like fuck the impeachment.
Dude, they're a fucking cult.
Fuck the
Fuck
impeachment.
Trump, dude. No, it's
We're
Kraft,
gonna-
Trump.
We're
yes.
going after the. We're going after the.
Yes,
poacher.
that's more
We're
important.
gonna get them all.
That's more important. No, we're gonna get the ones that matter. Trump don't matter.
No,
No, it's Robert Kraft.
that's who it is. He's
Yes,
pulling the strings.
Tom Brady.
It's always been that.
Dude, I have like a weird feeling like Tom Brady, Robert Kraft, and all them, they all have like wild sex orgies at Kraft's house. That's what I really think. And drink virgin blood and do really good coke. That's just my opinion.
You don't think creepy ass? What's Al Davis's kid's name? The one
Mark
with-
Davis?
Mark Davis, the one with the bowl cut.
I think Mark Davis still plays with Legos. I'm going to be honest. That
Wears-
dude's fucking
Who
retarded.
walks around in onesies,
I'm a Raiders fan, dude, but Mark Davis is fucking retarded.
like onesie foot pajamas.
Oh, wow. A little piece of meat on a fork. I like
Oh
that.
shit. No, I'm okay. Thank
Nicely
you.
done, Tyree.
Appreciate it.
Mailed himself a little steak. You wanted you to taste it.
Well, I
Go ahead, be an asshole.
No, I'm not being an asshole. You just gave me a fucking cookie. I took the cookie. So.
But yeah, Mark Davis is weird.
He's got a bowl cut. You definitely know he's there in his onesie footy pajamas.
He probably still wears the same Disneyland fucking hat, Mickey Mouse hat that his dad bought him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's weird. He's a weird motherfucker, but he's not getting hand jobs at Asian parlors.
I mean,
I don't really
here's the
frown on
thing. I mean, he's an old man. Kraft's
I don't
an old
frown
man.
on it. I don't
He's got a
frown
lot
on
of
it.
money.
that. I don't frown on it.
His wife's dead.
Oh, is she dead? There goes
Yeah.
a sex orgy.
Martha Kraft. She died a
Oh,
couple years
so
ago.
you think he's fucking Tom's wife? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think he's fucking Tom's
I
wife.
do.
I was just saying, if you're in Florida, what else
I
are
think
you
he's
gonna
like
do in
dangling that
Florida?
little contract for Tom. Like, you want to play till you're 41?
Speaking of Florida, was it in Florida that fucking UPS truck shootout? Did you see that shit?
that shit is fucked up.
Yeah, that's major fucked up.
That
dude.
poor nigga didn't do shit wrong.
There was like
that nigga-
two people who got shot though. There was I would be pissed.
No.
If a cop
Two-
fucking tried to use my car while I was sitting in it in traffic as a shield, I would be I would be out the passenger seat like pushing his ass like bitch, get the fuck out.
I mean, nigga, give me
Like,
the
I would
pistol.
put that
nigga.
shit in reverse and just back into him like
Oh,
get the
God,
fuck
you have
off my
every right.
shit. Like
Yeah, you
no.
using me.
Like
Well, no, the shit that fucked me up was that driver. That was his first day driving by himself unsupervised.
I thought saw something that said that he was covering a route for somebody. And it was his first day on that route.
It was his first day on the route. My buddy works for UPS, and they gave like this whole speech about him. Yeah, he had been in training,
and then UPS.
He had been there for like 4 years or 5 years. He had been there with UPS, like working up to become a driver,
right?
And he had been on supervised, and so that was his first time doing a route on his own, and it was unsupervised. And he was covering for somebody.
I had read it that he had covered for
he probably did, because that's normally where you start off. You're a fill-in driver.
That's why you never pick up. If anybody ever asks you to cover a shift for them, you always say no. That's that's
like why I just joined the robbers, dude. I'd have been like, just give me the fucking Yankee, bro. Let's get it. Let's get this bread, my nigga.
That shit's fucked though. It's
fucked. But what are you gonna do in that position? If you're him, what are you doing? I'm with you, not against you, brother. Fuck it. You don't think I'm with it? Hand me the Yankee, bro. See what happens. I'll out this bitch. Why not? They shot me anyway.
Yeah.
They got lit up, bro.
Yeah, they shot like I was reading. They 19 cops shot like 200 plus rounds. Why is that in a crowded fucking highway? Like,
you ever watch that Hollywood bank robbery?
What Hollywood bank robbery?
The LA one where they're all where they had like the Teflon, the robbers. It's real life.
No, I'll have to watch it after.
Oh my god! I think it's called like the Hollywood bank robbery. And they straight come with full masks, Teflon all the way down, and they're just eating the cop shots, dude. Just letting off with way more firepower.
I haven't heard about that shit at all. I was on TikTok. Honestly, do you go on TikTok now?
I don't. TikTok seems like something for perverts, but go ahead.
It's more for like fucking.
It's weird
millennials and shit, but there's funny ass shit on there. And then there's like, I don't know, just random shit. Just so I'll scroll on there and shit and look at some funny shit. There's pet shit and fucking big booty hoes and whatnot. And
big booty hoes.
So earlier in the day, somebody had posted some shit on TikTok. They were standing on a median, and you could see like the fucking UPS truck driving at them, and like just all the fucking cop cars driving by. Like that shit was fucking wild.
What would you?
So I had seen that, and I didn't know what that video was from. I was like, "What the fuck is this from?" And then later in the day, that's when that other shit happened. It popped up.
What would you have done if you were the UPS driver?
I mean, I probably would have been like, "Hey man, I'll drive you to the UPS spot. We'll get some fucking more shit." I don't know. I'd probably try to help them. I wouldn't have been driving in fucking traffic. That's for sure. I'd have been like, let's fucking.
But would you be more to comply with them?
Oh yeah,
just
I'm
be a
complying.
Hostage?
I'm complying like unless I get a move. Like if I have
be that nigga that's like, I'm gonna hit the brake.
Here's the thing: you never know what the fuck you're gonna do in those situations. Like realistically, you wouldn't know what the fuck you were gonna do.
I'm gonna do something stupid because I'm gonna think I'm way more like fucking physically active than I am and shit, like athletic.
You do jump out the door and like trip. Do some roll and fucking fall.
I go to jump out the door, just trip and roll out the.
You'd like fall face first out the steps.
Horrible, but I would try.
You would start the shootout by accident by tripping and falling out the thing.
Oh God!
But I would like, I don't know. I mean, I would probably comply unless I saw like an absolute surefire opening where I could like just flip the situation. Like I would comply as best as I can, try to avoid traffic so they're not like cornered and shit.
Would you kill yourself to save others?
I mean, it depends on how many people we're talking about, but I'm not fucking Tony Stark and I just work for UPS, so probably no.
Be a hero.
I mean, I don't know. That shit was like fucking.
They're like, we're gonna kill hella people. We have bombs on us.
Did you watch the video though? Them lighting up the truck.
No.
It's fucking.
I don't want to see that shit, dude.
I watched that shit on Live Leak. That shit is fucked. It's fucked.
Live Leak shows a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah, Live Leak shit. That's why if you want to see some shit, you just gotta search for Live Leak.
They're like, warning.
Live Leak is
guy
fucked,
kills himself lifting weights. It's like, yeah, right.
They have everything.
This nigga
on there,
dropped
dude.
the whole fucking bench on himself, bro. He's bench pressing, dropped the bar right on his fucking neck. Makes it 3 steps. He gets up, walks 3 steps, and then he just collapses and starts dying.
I don't like I don't like watching that shit usually, but like this one, you don't really see shit. You just see them lighting up. Like you see somebody kind of fall out of the fucking. You see some shit
worse.
Like, but you should see the amount of bullet holes they put in that fucking truck. Just like, and the amount of cars. You're like,
what kind of guns do them niggas have? They probably had like 245s or something.
I don't know what they were using.
Cops like, we need M16s, ARs.
They were fucking going ham. They were like, that was like their Christmas, dude. And they killed
lively.
another person too. Somebody just like in traffic as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was not only just the driver. There was they killed the two robbers. Who nobody gives a fuck, obviously. They started all that shit, but still, it's just jewelry.
I care about you, robbers.
I mean, it's just
I don't
jewelry
know
at the
their
end of the
story.
day.
I don't know their fucking story, dude.
But yeah, you don't light up. You don't start fucking.
How do you know Big
shooting.
Worm didn't come to their house this morning? Like,
I want to
need my
know who,
motherfucking
who
money
started
smoking.
shooting first, though. That's what I.
Police.
Are you sure?
No.
I see. That's the thing. If it
You
was
can show
the
me a
police-
video, and I'm gonna tell you this shit is fake. Police did.
I mean, they're still fucking wrong for like lighting it up like that, but like still, it's just if they
Like,
shot
we're gonna
if-
smoke grenades and shit.
yeah,
Flashbangs.
yeah, right.
Non-lethal bullets.
I used to play Rainbow Six back in the day.
Gangsta.
Fucking
What the
SWAT
fuck?
teams and shit.
No, dude. You brought up Live Leaks. Do you remember fucking the movie? The movies back. I know you had to see them when you were a kid. Faces of Death.
Yeah, I
Those were
remember those.
fucked.
That was like the original. You had to go to like rotten.com. Does rotten.com still exist?
I don't know. My homeboy used to
And
have them.
E-Bombs World and like, do you remember those websites
I
back
just
in the day?
no. You know what I remember?
What?
I remember the nigga that cheated on his wife and got pulled apart by two horses. I remember him.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember
that
the
one.
dude.
I remember the guy who gets sucked into the jet. That was one of the most.
I remember the guy who went bungee jumping. They had a fucking bungee cord like 50 feet too long. I remember that guy.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I was like,
I
50 feet
remember
too
the
long.
guy in the prison who had the nurse by the neck with a fucking flathead screwdriver, and the cops were like, he's not really good at that. Nigga just plucked her whole shit out.
You just watched all of them then, huh?
Basically, yeah, pretty much.
No, I do remember those. We used to watch them as kids, but I never knew if they were real or not because that was
They were real.
before. That was like
You notice they were all like foreign countries. Those were real.
But they were DVDs, right? Mm-hmm. And that was pre-internet, and then you could find them. Used to find them on the internet, like back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But that was you probably saw them pre-internet. You're a little bit older than me.
No, I'm only a couple years older than you, motherfucker.
A little more than a couple.
I'm
Couple
37.
Couple is 2. Yeah, I just turned 31.
No, my fault. You still wet behind the ears, motherfucker.
Oh shit! But anyway, yeah, that fucking shootout was wild, man. It was fucking nuts. Hold on, let me get back to my shit.
You been slapping any new music?
Yeah. I haven't been listening to much other than hip hop, but I've got a couple down here that I was listening to. I listened to that new Fat Joe album. Did you listen to that?
A little bit.
I like that. Some of it was good. Some of it was all right. I listened to some of the Triple Extension album, the new one.
I don't touch it.
I don't really like a lot of that new shit, but I do fuck with some of his shit. But he's not like my favorite.
That's like my other son's like favorite dude. What about
Yeah.
Juice WRLD? You fuck with him?
No, but I did want to talk about that
Yeah, it's
shit.
fucked up.
That's fucking crazy. That he likes. It said he swallowed some Percocets, trying to hide them.
Yeah,
'Cause
he had like
his-
70 P's of tree on him.
His
The fucking pilot called the people.
because he had guns or some shit.
Yeah.
I want to know, were they like flaunting the guns, or do they check them onto the? Do they like? Isn't
You
it
probably
a?
just seen them niggas high, drunk, shooting videos on. Nigga, they're on a private jet.
Oh yeah.
But if you private jet
Right.
means private, bitch ass motherfucker. What the fuck call the people for?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you have to fucking, if they have video, don't they have video on that shit?
Okay.
I feel like you're still.
Private jet.
Yeah,
That
but
means
I feel like
privacy.
you're still I feel like there's still guidelines that you have to follow.
Well, there's
as a
always
pilot, though.
laws, but nigga, I ain't worried about the laws. That's why I paid you all this money to fly this private jet.
Yeah.
Stay in your private ass place. Why you call the people? Now you got
Yeah.
me swallowing hella pills, having seizures and shit. No,
Yeah.
for what? Niggas wasn't doing nothing. They was just coming home. Christmas trees. That's it. He's only 21.
Yeah. I want to know how many he ate. I was reading on TMZ. It's like, if you read the headline, it's like he ate tons of Percocet. I'm like, how many is tons? And
Yeah,
then
'cause I know I can be a smooth 10.
and
I'm just being honest here.
no, I don't fuck with those things.
I do.
I used to. I don't like them. I don't like the way they make. No, I'm over them.
I don't know. It depends on the day. I mean, I don't fuck with them all the time, but when I want to, I'm going to eat like 10 of them. I don't give a fuck. You can vouch for that. 'Cause
I
you
can,
know.
yeah. But,
You already know. If I'm eating them, I'm eating them. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, I don't like them. They fucking. They don't. They
But
don't.
I'm a
jive
big
with me.
boy. So imagine that little nigga.
How big was he?
I'm a big boy.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, I'm like 6'3", 280.
I want to know how many he ate though, because some of them were like several. Some of them said tons.
Wait till the shit come back, because I'll tell you, you know who got fucked? Mac Miller's dealer.
Yeah.
He got fucked.
Yeah.
Nigga lost the homie, the Cool Plug Connect, and then turned around and got charged for the shit. I was like, that's fucked up.
But he sold him fentanyl, didn't he?
He might not have known. I mean, that shit was...
I don't know.
I just had a good homeboy of mine die, bro, snorting some powder and have fentanyl in it.
Yeah. That shit's
was
not
out in
no
Chico,
joke.
California.
That's part of the reason I stopped doing fucking Percocets and shit. You just don't know anymore.
It was out in Chico, and there was 13 people all OD'd last year.
I heard there's like that shit's popping up in everything, like party drugs now.
Yeah, it's like heroin, bro, but super strong and super cheap.
That sucks because I like doing like the occasional fucking like
It's gotta
acid.
go to reliable. No, acid's not gonna.
I feel like they wouldn't put it in acid, but like Molly.
No, Molly maybe.
I heard Molly they can put it in.
Molly, meth, coke, any other opiate pill. Yeah, Xannies. Yeah.
But Molly, whenever I do Molly, I just put like it's nasty, but I just put a little bit on my teeth. I do a little bit at a time, not on my teeth, but like
I miss the old Thiz pills, like the real pills.
the what?
Thiz pills, like Thiz. E.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
Oh,
That's some Bay Area term.
Mac Dre.
Oh,
Thiz space. Thiz, you never heard that shit.
mm-mm.
The Thizzle dance.
Mm-mm.
Really?
No.
Were you ever big into E?
Not like majorly into E. The first time I did E, I almost got stabbed. So it was like a kind of a weird experience. I had a dude fucking put a knife to my stomach while I was tripping or rolling on E.
I think my first time doing E, I got head on the second floor of the Bill Graham Civic Center at a rave.
Damn.
That's pretty awesome.
I did it one time. I took some E and we were on we knew a dude who was a DJ. I probably told this shit on the podcast before, but we were on the roof and he was like just a side act, but the major headliner was down and like it was like a theater. So we got into the show for free because we were with one of the DJs who was playing on the roof, and I didn't feel like drinking that night, so I just did some E and shit. And right as I started peaking, I went downstairs with fucking Andre, and Mixmaster Mike came on. I think I've told this shit on the podcast.
You might have, but it's so interesting. I'm willing
Yeah,
to
so
listen.
Mixmaster Mike came on. We didn't know, like I had no idea that that's who it was. And for those of you who don't know, it's the fucking DJ for the Beastie Boys. So he came out and by himself and like crushed it, did a whole bunch of like different shit. And it was like the perfect music for E. So I'm just fucking dancing like an idiot by myself. And I turn around and Andre's just fucking looking at me like this motherfucker. So
You're
yeah.
out there. Yay.
Yeah, it was bad. I was embarrassing, but I was having a fucking blast.
Fuck it.
So
As long
whatever.
as you enjoy yourself. Yeah, no, dude. I think the first time I did E, I think I took a Skittle on my way into the rave. And then, like, it was like as we were in line, it was like a 30-minute wait. And I started feeling it a little bit, but it wouldn't hit me hard. And I remember my boy gave me 2 peach tulips, double stacks. I took 2 of those. It's my first time ever. And all I kept thinking about was, because I just got out of prison and shit, so I was like, dude, just don't fucking leave me in here. There's hella people. I'm looking around like I can't handle this amount of people. Dude, we got up in that bitch. I swear to God, I kept like, hey, man, just don't leave me. And I remember I took another Skittle, so that's 4 pills. And by the time that bitch kicked in, I remember he was like, what? And I was like, nigga, I'll be back. I was gone. I was all through the Bill Graham Civic Center at Popsicle, bro. That shit was cracking. It was cracking. They had 9 DJs there.
That's
And then, of
too
course,
much.
the fact that being too close to the speaker didn't really make sense to me because I was higher than a kite. And I remember like being almost deaf when I left there, dude.
Nah, the first time I did it, it was we had this house that we used to all party at. It was like I was a teenager, and I think most of my homies lived there at one point or another.
That house.
Yeah, so it was like we would go there on like Thursday, and we would just stay the whole weekend and party and bullshit and fucking. It was like a Biggie song every fucking weekend. And so it was Halloween. I remember this specifically, and I was like, I'm gonna try E for the first time. I was fairly young, so I hadn't tried ecstasy at the time. So I'm like, let me try that shit. And I remember taking it, and I remember like a group of girls walking in, like all scantily clad and shit, because it's Halloween. So they all walk by, and I'm just like, I start to fucking feel it coming on. I'm like, oh fuck
that
yeah,
bitch,
dude.
that bitch.
And the fucking gate opens, right? And I just remember this fucking vividly. I look up, and this fucking like chaos. Like there's fucking people brawling everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So we ended up getting the story like later on. We ended up went there. We most of my friends lived there, so I was always there. So we invited a few people. So we invited these dudes from another town over, and then these dudes that we kind of knew a little bit. We ended up becoming good friends with them after this night. And then we invited this other dude that we knew from a long time ago. So there's a kind of different people all over. So the dude that we invited, who was with us, was I guess he walked through the basement, and these dudes were all dancing with their shirts off and shit. And he said some shit like, "Oh, I'm not into that gay shit."
Oh, my mama.
So he just kept it moving. One of the dudes heard him say that shit, so he went and he was outside, and he was sitting. This was all what was told to me. And so he was sitting on the step, and one of the dudes came up behind him and just fucking hit him from behind because he had said that shit. So he got hit, and he was by himself. And the dudes that we ended up becoming friends with that night jumped in to help him out. So they started fucking beefing with these dudes. So we basically were like, most of our friends lived there. So we were trying to keep everything kind of like down. So we were just breaking shit up, like, kind of like making shit, like trying to get people up against the wall to just kind of cool shit down and like separate everybody and shit. So my buddy, I grabbed this dude and like I put him up against the wall and was like, yo man, chill the fuck out, like we're trying to chill people out. And my buddy's like, yo, let him go, like fucking let him go. And I look down, and the dude has a fucking knife in my stomach and shit. But we ended up becoming friends after that.
Oh
So
yeah,
it was
that's a
just
real
like-
one. I mean, he didn't stab
it was
you.
just like, yeah, no, he didn't
But at least
stab
you
me,
know
but
he's
I was
about
high on
that action.
ecstasy, and I was like, I let him go. I was like, hey man, we're just trying to fucking, we're
That
trying to get
sucks,
everybody
dude. You seen a
fucking-
bunch of whores come in
yeah,
dressed like whores.
that night was fucking wild, man. And then so that everybody ended up like, there's girls screaming like, oh Mike, you know how fucking bitches get when they're drunk. They
Don't
just
hit
scream,
Mike.
like-
Don't hit Mike.
Yeah, so that shit just went fucking. It just went.
You know what I never understood with the ecstasy era though?
What?
Niggas on pacifiers. No.
I mean, I get it, cause like you want gum or something, cause you're like fucking.
Yeah, but I'm talking about motherfuckers.
I would do like a mouth guard before
like-
anything else.
Nigga said about.
Like, I'll just.
He's
be
like, I get a top and bottom, pre-molded.
But DK
Thank you.
Metcalf has both. He's got a mouth guard that is also a pacifier.
Bro, I remember walking into like rave parties and shit. Nigga, it'd be 9 niggas and 3 girls curling up. I'd be like, that ratio is fucked. Niggas in there just chewing on pop. It's like, what the fuck are they doing? Eyes all bugged out. What we got on it?
Let's see. I thought I had more than fucking. We've already covered most. Oh, this was something we were talking about music. This is something I wanted to talk about. That I had read that was kind of interesting.
Em and Nick Cannon, please no.
No, actually, I forgot about
Please
that.
don't do that.
You don't want to talk about that. That was trash.
That ain't gonna go nowhere. Him would kill that nigga.
I don't know why. That was like so unnecessary. The first comment on YouTube was like, does anybody else feel embarrassed watching this? I was like, yeah, that's perfect. No, it was, what the fuck was it? It was, I just fucking had it. Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh yeah. I hadn't realized I read some article that said something about Method Man not cursing on a song since like 2010.
Yes, I've seen that too.
I didn't realize that because I hear him. He puts out like little shit. He had an album a couple years ago. I listened to the whole thing, and I don't even think I noticed that. But he did it to see if people would notice, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't fucking notice that shit, just to see if he could, and then
I never noticed either.
yeah, I had no idea. So that was something that was like fucking weird.
But is that? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of psycho to me, dude.
What? I mean, if you do something
Then in
enough and you just try to,
2011, like that nigga just all of a sudden in my head, and his head was like, you know what? I'm just not cuss for fucking the next 8 years. See if anybody notices.
yeah. Some people are weird about cussing and shit. I don't know.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I've never.
I think you should express yourself however the fuck you feel.
Let me see. I think that was fucking all I had. It always seems like it's going to take a lot more. We're actually getting to the end though. We're doing pretty well. Did you want to talk about the fucking impeachment? I don't know what the fuck that even means.
I don't even know what is he impeached?
I don't know. They said something about them bringing articles of
2
impeachment.
articles.
Yeah. And it was funny because if you were on Twitter, like within 20 minutes of them announcing that shit.
Trump's like, the witch hunt continues.
Well, no, the number one thing that was trending was like, what the fuck did it say? It was like impeachment backfire. It's like, how is that shit trending like instantly after they just announced it? Like nothing has even happened yet, and they just announced it, and it's already trending. Like that.
Because they've been saying, like, if you ever listen to what's his name from where you used to work at,
yeah,
he'll tell you, I hope they impeach him. That way he can go ahead and he can rerun for 2020. If they impeach him now, because the House will never agree with it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, or the Senate or whatever will never agree with it. Whatever one. Which one is it that brought it up? Senate or the House?
I think it was the Senate. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not
so
smart
whatever
enough.
one the other motherfuckers control, he was like, they'll never agree with it. And so since they won't pass it, yeah, he'll be impeached for now, but he's still eligible to rerun for 2020.
Yeah, I don't even think he'll get impeached, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll happen. But
do you think it should?
I mean, if it's true, that's the thing. If people
I'm just
can't
asking
separate.
From what you've seen and heard, do you think it's true? Character, just you're a judge of character.
I don't know enough about it, but from what I've seen, they've had like evidence of this motherfucker trying to use his position of power to gain help from a foreign country in an election. And if that's true, then yeah, he should be fucking impeached. Like, yes, because that's where does it
nigga
stop?
Bill Clinton got impeached for getting head.
Yeah, like that's absurd.
This nigga's trying to run other third world countries and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm Donald Trump, bitch.
Yeah, so
You know
I
what
mean,
But the other side of me, man, no matter how much I do not like Donald Trump, and let me restate it, I do not like Donald Trump. Some of the shit that nigga does is gangster as fuck. Because he doesn't
he's
give
funny.
he don't give no fucks, dude.
I
He's
follow
just
him
like,
on Twitter, I think, because he's funny. I think I have him on Twitter.
he just doesn't
He's
care.
funny as fuck. Like if you read some of the
Like,
shit,
some of the shit he says to
it's like,
people, I'm like, really? Like,
It's
this nigga really
hilarious.
just said that, dog. Like,
but it's to the point now. It's like it's exhausting. Like I don't have to pay attention that much. I really don't.
yeah, no.
That's the
That's
thing.
why I don't
It's
watch
like,
the news.
yeah, but
Like,
you,
people
I,
ask
but
me
you,
what's
I feel
going
like
on,
you
I'm
need
like-
to pay attention. That's the thing. But it's like
I
hard.
don't agree.
I feel like you should know a little bit. I mean, if you're like,
What's a little bit? I mean,
enough to get by. I mean,
aren't you getting by now?
Yeah,
Not
but
knowing anything?
I know enough.
What?
I
What do
don't
you
know
know?
everything.
You don't even know the House or the Senate.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know shit. You like me. You don't pay attention to this shit either.
I said I feel like people should know a little bit. I didn't say I knew
Motherfuckers need
everything.
to know what the Republicans are, what the Democrats are, the left and the right. Other than that, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're trying to be political one day. Like,
No, never. I would never. I mean,
it doesn't, I don't know, man. Like, look, I can go from Bush to Clinton to Bush to motherfucker, you know what I mean? Obama to Trump. Like, none of them have affected how I live.
yeah, it really hasn't changed.
You know what I mean? No.
I've changed my circumstances, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're unemployed.
I know. That's
There's your boy.
oh fuck him. My fantasy season's done, man. My fantasy season is over.
Half over.
No, our household is done.
Oh, she lost too.
Yep.
Your curse is going that far.
No, we just were in a good league. It was competitive. It was fun, but
I
I
don't know.
just
The league I was in never started.
yeah. I mean, you should probably get on becoming a commissioner and inviting people next year. You should get started now. It's hard.
Okay.
You're gonna have people.
So,
it's gonna.
One thing. Okay, come on now. As long as you don't. Do I look like the type of nigga that's gonna be a commissioner? No.
I mean, why
I'm
not?
like,
You
I
got a
don't know
cell
what the
phone.
fuck's going. Because I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's. I don't care.
Well,
I want to pick my people drunk on Saturday night. Hope it works out for me. That's what I want to do.
no.
Why?
Got to be competitive. If you're in a league with other people, you gotta like. I actually didn't do any
Bro.
studying because I got married right before my fantasy
Wow,
draft.
You're gonna blame fantasy.
I
football
drafted
on your
my team
marriage.
in Costa Rica. No, this was last year. I drafted my team in Costa Rica last year, so I didn't do any studying because I
But you did better last year than you did this year.
I did, yeah. I didn't do any studying this year either. I always forget to.
Curse.
It's sucks because you don't know any of the rookies and shit.
What's on the menu for Sunday football? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
If I make that trek,
What's on the menu? I don't know. I have to think of something. But
we do some Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles? I'd like Fruity Pebbles.
And you don't have to cook.
I'd rather do Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
I'd rather do biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. Well, it depends on what time. If it's morning, I mean,
B&G and Bloody Marys, dude.
I can't think of
That shit
like
was gangster.
food on the spot. I have to like think of something, and I usually Google some recipes and shit. You know.
So those aren't just your recipes that I've eaten normally?
No, I just Google that shit. And in case you haven't noticed, most of what I tell you to do is Google it. I'm like, I don't know, fucking Google it. Look it up. I don't know.
So you literally just go.
You
buy
have
everything they
access
tell
to
you?
like infinite fucking resources of information. Like I said, you should know a little bit in this day and age. And so I Google. I'm just like, all right, I'll Google like
you Googling-
chicken breast recipes or fucking ground beef.
Are you making
recipes.
fun of me for not Googling shit?
I'm kind of making fun of you for not Googling shit, but I'm also, I mean, you don't have to use Google, whatever search engine you prefer. You can use Siri, Indeed. You
No,
can use
Indeed's for
Yahoo,
jobs,
You
motherfucker.
can use Bing. Oh,
And baby, you need to Indeed some shit, God damn it.
no, that's not the way it works.
What up, Big Rick?
That's
What
not
up,
the way
Big
it
Rick?
works. Motherfucker.
Hey, where the fucking phone calls at still, though?
We didn't say the thing at the beginning.
No, I know.
But I'll put it in the intro.
We did last time.
Well, so I'm starting to route everything, I think, just through the website. I put up a message board on the website.
I also seen you promoting some shit today.
Yeah, I mean, I've started to promote more
So that's what I'm talking about. I like it.
with my note phone.
My youngster said when you get the stickers, they'll vandalize the city and hand them out.
Ooh, yeah, I told you that shit was going to take a minute. She's already like 5 days late. I won't say her name.
That's not too bad, though.
I knew she was going to be late. It's like, give me a longer deadline. Like, don't tell me it's going to be, she's like, yeah, I'll do it today. It's like, okay.
And
Well,
you said you followed up with her today?
yeah, well, a couple days ago, I got to follow up again, but she's always been,
Does she
I've used
listen
her
to
a
the podcast, you think?
No, definitely not. No, it's hard to get people to listen to a podcast. I mean, it takes a lot of.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I listen to a podcast, and I'm part of it. And I actually listened to it on my way to work. I thought it was stupid at first, because like I don't want to listen to myself. I actually find myself laughing at some of the dumb shit we say.
Well, I'm gonna start doing a Twitch account. That's the other thing I'm gonna do it's gonna be my handle is Choicest of Nugs. I don't have anything up yet. But you know what Twitch is, right?
Not really, but yeah.
You play video games and
Yeah,
shit,
my
so.
kid knows what it is.
So yeah, that's the next thing I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna hopefully get some.
So will I
gain
be
some
on there
listen-
too?
Probably not. But I mean,
Oh.
you can.
You know, I mean, do you have a different fucking podcast for it?
No, it's just to promote the podcast.
Oh, it's just another outlet. All right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's more for promoting it. Like, so it's
Well,
more
because
like.
I know on the game shit, they sit there and like videotape themselves playing a game.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, and I'm
So I
already
didn't know if you
playing
were gonna-
games.
I didn't know if you were going to be airing the podcast.
No, it's just gonna be playing games and just it's like a chat room, I think. So people will like you can talk to the people as you play in it.
You
and
know,
shit.
super heavy.
What's
in
that?
Big Ricky.
Yeah,
He's on that fucking goddamn it.
Twitch.
Not Twitch. There's
I just can't believe people like watching
They have like
that
a chat
shit.
line. They have a chat line called No.
I don't know.
Damn it. I'll have to get the name of it from him, dude. It's like a bunch of little gamers and shit. They're all on a chat line together.
Yeah, I don't understand the idea of watching. Like, I watch games if I'm watching like some gameplay, if I'm trying to decide if I want to buy a game. But like
I have gotten
there's
drunk and
people
watched
that-
Madden before during off season.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Not
mean,
football
I always
season,
talk
not
shit
football.
about it, but then I'm like, yeah, I do watch games more than I think. So like, but just the fact that people will like subscribe to a channel of just watching video games. So we'll see. I'm gonna try it out now that I got the camera up and running,
That's
and hopefully
dope.
by next week we'll have video.
Did you ever watch The Irishman?
No, I told you about watching The
I-
Irishman, but you
guess
watched it. We haven't.
Guess who watched it?
We finally finished.
Say it again.
You watched it.
Yeah, I did.
We finally finished White Friends, and I'm kind of glad. It's nice to be done with that shit.
Well, you finished all the seasons?
Yeah, we fucking finished all of them.
Fuck, she's serious about that shit.
Well, it was just like
Committed.
we'd been watching them for a hot minute, and then anytime we had stuff going on, like I would put it on and we'd put it on and clean the house or something. Like we just put it on while we were doing shit. So it wasn't like we were just sitting there watching it the whole time. But yeah, we made it to the end, dude, and that show is just
over.
I'm so glad it's done.
What are you moving on to? Snowfall?
No, that's on the list, but we've still got like 4 shows that we've got 3 episodes left till they're done. So we've got like Preacher, Legion, and like Walking Dead for this season.
Do you know what I started watching?
What?
You're gonna laugh at me.
What's that?
God Friended Me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That show looks so bad.
It is and it isn't. It was actually kind of cool because it's like a mixture of drama, horrible acting, and like, I don't know what else. A little bit of comedy.
Yeah, it looks awful. And the name's terrible.
It's all about this atheist kid.
Okay.
The kid's an atheist who gets a friend request by God. A God account. They call it the God account. Who somehow inadvertently gets him to like go on this like mission. Like he wants to see if it's real. So he goes to see, and he ends up being to where he helps somebody. His sister's a lesbian, and their dad is the Bishop of New York.
Okay.
So their dad's super religious. The sister's a lesbian.
Oh, yeah.
The little brother's an atheist who follows a God account. Like, it's kind of super controversial, but at the same time, I was telling my son, I was like, it's stupid, but it's cool because not everybody's dying. Like, it's just something different to watch where everything always ends on like a good note.
Right.
I honestly, most of the shit I watch is like First 48. Like,
yeah. Most
shit I watch is just real life death.
Yeah. I mean, I like when movies end on a down note, like Empire Strikes Back. When the fucking...
I don't watch any of that.
Well, I mean, that's your fucking problem. There's another show. You speaking of shows about like heaven and hell and God and all that shit. There's a show called The Good Place. Have you ever seen that show?
I know. I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
That show's actually really, really good. Really good writing. So it's like, these people have died and they're in the good place.
Right.
And so I don't want to fucking ruin too much because there's a lot of like twists and turns and shit. But basically, yeah, it's about these people who have died and they're like, and it's not cheesy and shit. It's like, it's hella funny. But it's good. You have to watch it to kind of know more.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
My daughter was out here last year. Well, she was out here, what was it? April. I think it was like March, April. No, it was like in May or June. Anyway, when she was out here, she got me hooked on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, my wife watches that shit.
I hate that fucking show. But for a minute there, I was like, what's going to happen next? Are they sleeping together? I was asking my daughter, like, are they still sleeping together?
Well, it's hard to not walk in if somebody's like, if somebody's watching something and it's like, it's hard to not like kind of be a little invested if you're just like sitting and watching it. Like it could be anything. You're just like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? So I get it. But
one show I hated though, TV wise, remember Fox, that Rescue 911, the new version? 911 Emergency.
Yeah, that one that's on.
Where they like took like Chicago PD and fucking they crossed them all over.
And then they threw in Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Yeah, that shit was the worst fucking show
Every
ever.
time they show the commercial for that show, they just show Jennifer Love Hewitt with her big ass titties, and she's like on the with the little headset on. She's always doing the same shit. It's like, is that all you do on the show?
Yeah,
that's it.
It's like Pamela Anderson back on Baywatch, dude. Just run down the beach, bitch.
Yeah,
just run down the beach.
Hey, I'm all for it. I was a huge fucking fan of the movie Heartbreakers. It was a terrible movie, but
you took it to Heartbreakers.
It was a terrible movie. I usually just watched it on mute. Just had Jennifer Love Huge Tits, and Sigourney Weaver looked good in that movie too.
Yeah, nigga Perry's like his mom coming down the hall. She comes down the hall, blankets up. And he hit the last channel on the remote, quick as fuck. Cartoon Network. That's hilarious. That's goddamn hilarious.
Oh shit. Well, you got anything else you want to talk about before we fucking
about
up?
people not fucking calling in. That shit's seriously starting to piss me off.
Well,
I'm sorry, listeners, but I'm just being real. I'm an honest person.
Supposed to ask nicely. Like, can you please call in?
I did the first. No, fuck that. I'm not sucking dick for calls. Fuck. If you're listening to us, you must like us.
Yeah.
Call the fuck in.
You made it here. Call in.
Man, I think that's big because I want more interaction with the people.
I told you there's the message board now on the website, ittybittypodcast.com.
Yeah, okay. When I get access to that from the fucking leadership, let me know.
It's not like anything that you need to know. I mean, it's just a message board. You can go on there and interact on there.
So I'll just act like a guest. There you go. Fucking piece of shit, dude.
I just put it up there. I don't know how it fucking works. I
can't wait till Trump builds
You
the wall.
make me answer these fucking questions that I'm like, I don't know the answer.
Trump's going to build a wall, and I'm going to put you on the other side of it.
Well, we'll see if that fucking wall ever gets built.
They already did. They already showed hella essays climbing right over that shit. I was weak. Oh, my bad. But yeah, call it. God damn it.
Yeah, and then go to the website, ittybittypodcast.com. You can get Choice Nugs Only there and Itty Bitty Podcast, the latest episodes of each, plus all the episodes of all of them. Tell us what you're smoking on, what you're fucking doing.
Call in too.
702-907-TOKE. Oh, that shit just had a little ring.
You should
What?
get a fucking little melody for that shit, so you don't even have to say it no more. Like we just boop, insert a little fucking.
I'm not in a position to be spending more money on this podcast right now.
We'll talk.
Yeah. But anyway, fucking, I guess that's it. Follow us on Instagram. I'm social media.
No,
Twitter.
we didn't finish. Last thing we got to finish with the PAX pin.
What about? Oh, yeah, the PAX pen. Yeah,
PAX,
fucking.
whatever.
I don't like that thing.
It got me high as fuck, but
It'll get you high. It works. It does its job. But sometimes it's like, I don't feel like working. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm
and
trying
you have
to
to
get
use
high.
an app for the.
When I want to get high, I
we're
don't
talking about
wanna
a
do work.
vaporizer. If you haven't used it, it's like a weed vaporizer,
Which is linked to your
little
phone.
oil. It's linked to your phone. And so the other thing too is they track how many times you hit that thing. So it's like they're probably like, this fucking pothead. But I don't use it that much. The only reason I bought it for Jay and Silent Bob because it's fucking discreet. So it's like something that you can sneak in and
that
hit
is some
and-
weird old white people shit. Like let's monitorize how many times this guy smokes his pin.
Yeah.
He has to log into our app. Let's
Yeah.
watch him through his camera on his
It's
phone.
very like, and it's annoying. It's like fuck, and then you have to. It'll only give you a certain like level to like a length of hit. So like
It tells you how
it'll
much
be
you
like,
can
all right,
smoke.
your hit's done. And you're like, well, fuck, and then it makes you wait like 22 seconds. So you have to like cancel it before it finishes, and then fucking
Hit it again.
Hit it again. Yeah, it's annoying as fuck. But
Do you think it's the people?
what people?
The people.
The people, like the people are always talking about. I don't know. They. I don't know. I mean,
Those
my
people.
thinking with that is always like, I don't think I'm that fucking interesting. I mean, I think I'm interesting enough to have 2 podcasts, but I don't think I'm interesting enough to where like the
Something I
cops-
learned a long time ago, just selling dope. And I don't sell dope no more, so I can say this. If you interested enough to have 2 podcasts and have 3 listeners on each, if that was it, you interesting to them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as selling dope. You got one client, nigga, you interesting.
I know, but I'm talking about like as far as like being interesting for like the feds to be like, or like for people to whoever that like, I don't know. It could be the simulation too.
What
Like,
if it's ICE?
could be the simulation listening in. They're like, maybe we'll just fucking like,
What
let's
if it's
just
ICE? What if it's not the
ICE.
feds?
I mean,
You are Dominican.
I'm not one. I'm not Dominican. 2, I'm Puerto Rican. 3, I was born in fucking San Francisco.
For real?
Yeah, we've already talked about this.
Fuck, I don't remember. Was I drunk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
Probably.
We're out in Frisco.
Pacific Presbyterian.
That's dope. You're a Bay boy.
Yeah, I mean, originally.
Period, my nigga. If you born, nigga, if the seed come from the soil, my nigga, that's all I can say. We sprout them everywhere, but the seed came from the soil.
Yeah, but then I grew up in Massachusetts.
I don't give a fuck, dude. You were birthed in the Bay, didn't I? Know our
Are you gonna go
connection.
see the new Star Wars?
Okay, you totally are just told.
I had to.
Fuck that. I understand our bond now. This is awesome. I'm thinking about the new Star Wars, dude.
It's gonna be great.
If I'm gonna go watch the new Star Wars, dude, I want to do it with you on Streamies. I think that
I'm
would be
not gonna
cool.
take mushrooms and go watch Star Wars.
Why?
Because I don't have mushrooms, and 2, I don't think that's a movie I'd want to watch. Mushrooms.
Acid?
No, I don't think so.
Just really high.
Just get baked, yeah.
You really believe like everything's going on in Star Wars, don't you?
I mean, so that's happening in a galaxy far, far away. They say it at the beginning. So it's like, it's kind of like when they put like, this is based on a true story, or this is
So it's obviously happening on another galaxy.
Yeah, they're not saying this is happening here. They don't ever talk about Earth, but it's happening in a galaxy far, far away. Duh. Get with it or get left behind, bruh. Anyway, we'll be back next week with...
The hate is real, my nigga.
All right, we'll fucking...
Cheers, man.
Only. Yeah,
Smoke something, blow something, or sip something.
All right.
Peace.
Later.